going on, everybody? This is Lady Luck. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope everything is going well for you all. Happy Monday. My apologies for being late and running behind. And I also rescheduled the watch party for Fax Me. There were two videos that I wanted to get to. For the sake of brevity and because this is a work night, you guys know how it is. I still have a regular job and got to get my son to school and all of that good stuff. Today has been a crazy, crazy day. But I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to get right into this. So the lineup that I had prepared, going to have to shorten it because I have to do a Umar video after this. Oh, Lord, because, dumb wenches want to hear and think they're going to... How you go to police station try to get a restraining order when you can go to the court, but whatever. And then there's a video or so that I want to check out over there. But we're going to get in on this one because, oh my goodness, there's a few videos. But one in particular that I definitely want to we're going to get into. Edie Marie sent me a cease and desist. Oh, I am so here for it. Y'all, shout out to Edie Marie. So we're gonna check that out. And there was this video that I wanted to see and check out. I actually wanted to get in Nicholas Brooks, but like I said, just for the sake of brevity, plus I have to get in an Umar this evening and still have to get to bed and work tomorrow and all that good stuff. So, oh man. Y'all, tomorrow we definitely gonna go over. Oh my God, y'all, we gotta start with this first. Tomorrow we gotta go over the documentation, the presentation. No reply is so excited. No reply is so excited. Now for this breakdown on Candace, y'all see the information that is in the title for tomorrow regarding this LLC thing and how that could possibly be tying into an LLC that could be connected with the federal lawsuit in Florida dealing with those NFTs that she was selling to her own people for nothing in return. Candace, there's a reason why you're a co-defendant in a federal lawsuit in the state of Florida. There's a reason, girl. Selling fake NFTs to your code base. It should be the last thing you should want to do. They're already paying your attorney's fees. Because this helper can't keep an attorney. Oh, man. Y'all come on in here and hit that like button. So that presentation will be tomorrow. Plus, we'll get in a few more videos as well in that. And that will be our evening. And on Wednesday, we'll do the watch party with Fax Me. And then a couple other videos. So there's a few that I wanted to get into. It seems like it's always something up and posted that's coming out. And I know I can't get to them all in one day. And I'm not. I'm just telling y'all that right now. I'm not. So for the sake of brevity, we're definitely going to get to I got the lawsuit right here for tomorrow. Oh no, what's going on? Yeah, we're definitely going to get to this video I wanted to check out that was sent to me. Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure I got what the. Okay. So we're going to kick this off. It's from this young man at PragerU. Respectfully, Xavier and PragerU, something like that. Let's discuss Erica Kirk. We're gonna watch that one. But we're gonna kick this off. We got a couple shorts. Y'all, this right here is a woman that no one knows. We call her malware, and that's all she's going to be. She claimed that she was going to be having an interview with Candace on April 30th. Today is May 4th, the year of our Lord 2026. So, one of our fantastic supporters here in the LLC, one of our Luxters, Dr. Nini, has a channel. And she did a short on that. So, we're going to check that out.
Interview with Candace Owens on April 30, 2026.
Malware, what the hell happened to that interview? With your lying ass. Y'all, this random woman, how you doing? No reply, honey. Oh my God. This random woman claimed that she was going to be giving Candace an interview April 30th. I'm not even dropping her YouTube channel link. No need. Dr. Nini, we could drop her YouTube channel. But the woman who said she was going to be having an interview with Candace, no. Can we get Dr. Nini's YouTube channel dropped in the chat to show her some support? Oh my God. When I say this was hilarious, oh my God. Oh, this is so funny.
Interview with Candace Owens on April 30, 2026.
Oh, Candace, you forgot something. How dare you go out of town and disappoint this random woman on YouTube? Yeah, Candace probably gonna be looking at it like, who the hell is Malware? I don't even know who she is. Malware, no one does. Why in the hell did you think you would be able to get an actual interview with Candace? Is beyond me. Now, she could have emailed her and requested one. I could have told you, Malware, that was not going to happen. Candace only deals with people who gives her views. She'll steal all my quips and jokes, but she won't like acknowledge that she got it from me. Candace, you are so bad at this. You are bad at this. How dare you let down some random YouTube woman you never met? Yeah, Dr. Nini nailed this background here. Candace, this is your studio. If it belonged on Sesame Street. Oh, we had to put Candace's studio on Sesame Street. This is it. I gotta say, it's remarkably close. Well done, Dr. Nini. Oh my God, that's too funny. No, we had to start that off.
I know these journalists are not my...
Oh, so I want to play this video. Got a couple clips. This is from Chicks on the Right. Okay, so if you have not seen the video I've done on Brandon Tatum being a simp for Candace, make sure you go check that out. I've gotten a few comments. Well, Tatum is starting to stand up to Candace. How the hell you stand up to somebody and you don't even say their name? Because you know if you said their name, it's going to bring direct attention to you, and her cult base are going to come for you in the comment section saying all kinds of copy-pasted dumbass comments. that will get their cult leader effed up in court. I mean, they still not, the bots are dumber. And the cult is just growing increasingly mind-numbing. But they're all in panic mode over their cult leader's lawsuit. Like, none of these idiots are going to court. Candace is. She's the co-defendant. Why in the hell is her cult members, whom she will not give refunds for tickets to, up in a tizzy? They got their panties in a bunch, including the men. And for what? It's not your federal lawsuit. It's hers. Oh, they mad because they got to pay her attorney's fees. Okay, I got it. Oh, candy asses. Next year you guys start giving up all your rent and mortgage money. Candace has got to hire more attorneys that she probably will not be able to keep. She don't know how to stop saying dumb things. Attorneys withdrawing left and right. That's more money. And then when you become a very difficult client, Candace, you dumbass, guess what? Attorneys start charging you more because they see you're difficult to work with. Hit the 4 in the chat if you understand. Being a difficult client makes it very lucrative for attorneys because you're not going to be able to get attorneys to want to work with you because now the impression is this person is difficult to work with. And then she hired Jewish attorneys after attacking Jewish people for however long, 2-3 years straight. Probably longer than that. And this is where we are. If that is one of the reasons why she can't keep attorneys, understand that the next round of people she decides to target, God forbid if she has attorneys that fit in that group, no one is going to want to represent her, especially in a civil proceeding. Criminal matter, if you cannot afford an attorney, one is afforded to you by the court. But Candace is not broke either. So she will always have to pay for her attorneys. And I haven't seen any attorney that claims to be one of these crazy ass candy ass followers come out and say, I will represent you for free. If her cult members have law degrees, let's start with Megyn Kelly. If that heifer went to law school and she wants to go around trying to defend Candace at all costs, why isn't Megyn Kelly defending her in a court of law? Who else is a candy ass that's an attorney? Why aren't these attorneys stepping up to represent candy ass for free? Her own cult members that have law degrees and are registered with the bar do not even want to represent her because they're not coming out and volunteering any time or service or attention or energy or anything. So even her own cult members are going to be in it for the money. They're going to want to get paid for their billable hours, Candace. You dumb alien. Running off all of your attorneys will not help you at all. And your cult is just going to have to give up more of their money to your dumb ass by buying your stupid merch. Well, all of that can still be used as evidence in a court of law against you. Oh, man. I just love rubbing that in. Candy ass is a clown. These attorneys are going to start charging her out the wazoo. And they might even, once they find out how much she's already paying for her legal defense with the Macron lawsuit, they might try to start doubling up on that because they have to bear the burden of being dogged out now by their own client who's out here attacking a whole group of people for nothing when she could just mind her business and go read a book. So they're going to start charging her more money for that representation. So it's going to get harder for her to get attorneys. And her cult members that are members of the bar that went to law school that even might be remotely competent, even they are not even trying to volunteer and work for free. Now, who knows? They might hear my video and try to put up to the challenge. But at the end of the day, they still have bills to pay. So Candace is forever going to have attorney's fees. And her cult members are forever going to be giving up their bill money to pay it. Oh, man. What's going on, everybody? Oh, Lord, this is so funny. Shout out to all of you all in the chat. Shout out to my moms. I see you all up in here. Ooh, this chat is flowing. I am so sorry. Caleb, what's going on? Francisca, shout out to my mods. Colleen, I see you up in here, honey. Francisca said, LSC, I sent you some Muppets. Did you get them? I have not checked my email. I have not checked my email. I see it. I see a few emails that came through. Oh, good Lord. Hold on. I didn't see any mupping from you, Frescus. Um, let me see. It didn't even go to my spam. I don't have any email from you. Can you resend them? Got some from Tanning. Oh, okay. I see it. I see it. Never mind. I got it. Got it. Okay, we'll check that out in the next live because like I said, I want to stick to the videos that I have lined up so that for the sake of brevity, I can get in the Umar live this evening and get ready for tomorrow for work and my son for school, and y'all know how it is. All right. Let's see here. But yes, I will get to it after the live. Okay, hon. Shout out to all the mods up here. Sifa up in here. How you doing? Mindy up in here. Oh man. Jacqueline, how you doing, honey? How's it going? I hope you guys had a good day. Did y'all have a good day? I watched a documentary on the fall of NFTs. Ridiculous people jumped on that crap. Exactly. I don't know reply. Shout out to the mods. And people jumped on it like white on rice. Other celebrities that were hit by, the SEC with charges. I mean, take the Kardashians, for instance. Candace definitely wants to be any of the Kardashians. But one of them had to pay, Kim Kardashian had to pay up a settlement. So many of these celebrities got caught up in that crap and they got charged. The SEC doesn't care who you are and see you breaking federal laws. So they've been named, Kim Kardashian and a few others were named in a lawsuit where they had to just settle out because they didn't want to go to court over it. Because Candace, no matter what dumb crap you say about Discovery, you never want Discovery released on you. That means you're releasing your business. She doesn't want us to know her finances. Of course not. But she'll keep telling her cult members that nonsense while none of them volunteer to represent her for free. Go figure. Oh, man. My son C-ball game, he hit the ball first time. Oh, make sure he gets a treat, honey. Tell little man congratulations. Oh, the Crickets won. I know, right? Susie Q, how you doing? Miss Coco, how's it going, honey? You all right? Haven't seen you in a couple days. You good? Oh, y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button coming in. One person yesterday said CO never said it was a fact. Like, dude, go to Ask Grok and come back. Her code is so stupid. I mean, and then they don't know how this stuff works in court. She said the words or not, it's the implication. They don't even care about that. There's case law on just the inferring an implication, especially when she doubles down for 8 months straight and saying the same dumb shit. Candace, you're not getting out of the lawsuit at all. You might want to start thinking about settlement offers because you don't want Discovery on you to be released. That's been her so-called shield. Laura Loomer is getting in on her ass. And people are sitting here like, oh, we didn't know we could come at Candace like this. Yeah, you can. Why is she impervious to this? It's fair game. If you're going to sit here and accuse somebody of being the R word, and Candace accuses everybody of that. She either accuses people of being a pedo or FEL or, an R word or something. Because in her mind, everything is fake and gay and sick and demented and twisted. She's doxing, harassing, targeting people, stalking people because she's stalking Erica Kirk. Like, that's a sick, demented, and twisted mindset she has. But won't explain any of those photos where some woman is licking all over her face, or she's grabbing her ass, or the essay allegation from a grown man against George Farmer. Are you serious? Like, she thought that, the DUI thing, it was just going to be brushed off as a fender bender. That's the thing. She never denied that he was in the accident. So the idea that Candy asses are trying to find issues in an incident report is absolutely stupid. To the Candy ass cult members, hear me and hear me good. Your cult leader admitted to George Farmer being involved in a car accident. She just tried to downplay it and called it a fender bender. You're not going to describe a car accident if it never happened. Any sane, reasonable-minded individual here on Earth, not an alien, would simply say, my husband's never been in a car accident. What you talking about? And then dare you to show them the actual police report. Laura Loomer said, never mind, I'll pull that stuff up myself. And she did. Candace acknowledged the actual accident by calling it a fender bender. She simply tried to downplay it. She never said he was not in an accident after saying that he was in a fender bender. She first tried to lie about it. Then she came back and realized, well, you know, people decided to grow a brain and foyer this stuff because the candy asses could just call the Nashville Police Department or submit a FOIA request for the same police reports. They would have the information for themselves. But because they're too stupid to read and it's not fundamental for them, they won't even FOIA the actual incident report. But Candace already called it a fender bender. That is her acknowledging the accident. So she can't say it didn't happen. It's too much documentation out there. She just expects the candy ass cult members to be too stupid to not FOIA the stuff for themselves. That's what she's hoping for. She's hoping they do not believe what Laura Loomer is putting out and that they will not FOIA it from the police department themselves. Because you can do a FOIA. It's called the FOIA, FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. This is based on a federal law where you can get that accident report as public documents. You think they would be all over that and just send in requests to get that information? But no. That's how dumb they are. That's why I don't care about how they feel. Child, not when they fail to read. Can't make this up. Oh, man. Liz said, isn't it interesting that Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly didn't invite Mitch Snow on their shows and interview him? They knew CEO would be sued and they didn't want the smoke. Yeah, they some punk asses. And Tucker Carlson is still a crackhead Mickey Mouse. Can't make this up. Oh, man. She's like, can you believe she's over on our show getting mad? What? I can't believe she was over on her show getting mad that people are going after her money. She said slandering her after that's all she's been doing to Erica Kirk. Exactly. Candace don't have a leg to stand on. That judge is not playing that nonsense with her. Candace, you already know I know. That judge and jury in that district court in Tennessee, they're not playing with your ass. This is a federal lawsuit from Brian Harper. These district court judges don't play that bullshit. They're not going to play these games with her. The cases that they hear and see, it doesn't give them the temperament to play these dumb games with her. She's not going to be able to go to court talking about a word salad and all of that. And if the candy asses are still too stupid to see the pattern of behavior and how she's handling this Macron lawsuit, then they'll find out the hard way how she's going to carry herself through this damn federal lawsuit from Brian Harper. All Candace has done is stalled that damn lawsuit. We still have to wait till June 22nd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Candace to go to court for the Macron lawsuit on a motion to dismiss that Candace filed to the court. So much for that discovery and shit. That girl don't want discovery. Because then it opens it up for her to have to give up finances. She'll have to do a financial affidavit. And guess what? You can't lie on that. You can't falsify that information. Because the statements you make on an affidavit is made under the penalty of perjury. My Lord. So if she gets in there and starts lying on court documents, her and her attorneys will catch it. And they will not tolerate that BS in a district court. So she can keep saying all this nonsense if she wants to. All her videos are going to be used against her. Candace, go have several seats. You can't make this up. What What's going on, long slinger? Jay the informant. Shout out to you. How you doing, honey? Can we get Jay the Informant's YouTube channel link dropped in the chat? Miss Coco, make sure you drop Coco's YouTube channel link in the chat. To all the mods that have YouTube channels, you don't even have to ask. Make sure you drop your YouTube channel links in the chat so that we can get you some support your way and people can check out your great content. S Files up in here. Everybody that has YouTube channels and you have a wrench, put your link in the chat. No replies. I was in the vertical. Oh yeah, hey, I wanted to highlight that in February, Candace Owens lost 25% of her staff due to them quitting. Candace, you got the audacity to talk about Ben Shapiro, girl. That boy ain't studying you. He's gonna be like, you know what, Candace, for whatever you think I've lost with expenses, revenue, or staffing, I will sue your ass and get it right back. Candace, if you keep playing with him, he might push up and speed up this whole federal lawsuit for America Kirk to be dropped on your head. Come on, Ben Shapiro, you can do it. Tell Erica Kirk to hurry up and sue Candace. That's exactly what we need for her to get another federal lawsuit hit. Let them all come in at the same time. Her ass will crack wide open. Candace will not be able to handle that. You imagine like 2-3 more federal lawsuits hitting her within the same month? Oh my goodness, that girl would have a panic attack. Oh, you talking about her going crazy on her show. All right, y'all. Let's get to this. I wanted to cover this because I got a couple comments about Brandon Tatum. And people thinking that he's trying to stand up to Candace. No, he's not. And this is a prime example. We try to pay attention to what he says and does in here. Because what he is completely disingenuous. And he's scared of Candace. And he will keep saying forever. And we've already in the Brandon Tatum simp video, I went over other clips where he said flat out, he's not going to stop doing her merch. It's all about business. That she's like a sister. He doesn't believe in, when he did the interview with the young lady. And then he tried to have her take down the interview because he didn't know who her father was. Like that matters. And then he tried to infringe upon her free speech and expression and freedom of the press. It was just ridiculous. And he had the audacity to say, anybody is open to criticism. Okay, so why is Candace the exception to you, you clown? This grown-ass man can't even say her name, let alone criticize her. But claims, I'm not here to, do it in the public. I do it in private. You're not doing it at all. Now, I want y'all to see how he spins this whole thing about the security thing. Hit the 4 if you can hear.
Friends, I knew they were writing hit pieces, but all of them included that question. Are you going? Are you going to go? Like, you want me to confirm my attendance so that you know where I'm going to be ahead of time? Am I being paranoid? Does that seem like a little weird? Okay, so first and foremost, why did they all want to know if I was going to this event?
The memorial.
I said there is no way we are going to this event now. There's a 0% chance. First and foremost, why are you saying but anybody can go to it? You just buy a ticket to the event, and you're all working to try to get me to confirm that I'm going. And you're doing this as if you're trying to push my buttons and be like, we got to make her get into her ego so she shows up and posts it on social media. Nope. Actually, while I'm attacking the feds, maybe not going to a public event, which the feds are organizing, is probably a very good idea. I'm not going to this memorial because it's strange.
She said because there were material threats against her, that's why she did not go to the memorial.
Pause. Saying that she had material threats is saying that she had credible threats. So why didn't his dumbass ask her, hey, can you post up those transactions you claim were being paid from the French president to Club de Sante? You put up a whole post about these transactions. And then you claim some high-ranking French government employee called you and stated that they saw these transactions going to Club de Sante from Emmanuel Macron. So can you post those transactions up? Do you mind if we do a 3-way call so you can call this high-ranking French government employee back and have them email us screenshots or some evidence of these payments? Can we call can we call them right now? You know, because Lady Luck Club is not going to let this shit up. And plus, you said there must be, you know, some proof, some evidence, a paper trail is how she termed it. There must be a paper trail. So if there be a paper trail and someone saw transactions in a financial system or some computer software program somewhere, why would they not do screenshots or print it out and email it to you? They can e-fax, they can mail it through the regular mail. They could have did a FedEx or UPS. They could have sent it to you even as a photo, as an attachment. Why didn't Brandon Tatum ask her that? Are you going to get this paper trail? Can we find out who this high-ranking French government employee is? We don't know anything about this person to even find out where to start to get this so-called paper trail on these transactions. So can you tell us more information so that we can contact this high-ranking French government employee and get them to send the evidence? Because obviously you said you got a call from them, and for some odd reason, you failed to ask this person to send you screenshots of these transactions. You said it was $1.5 million. Was this one transaction or broken down to like 5, maybe 10 transactions? How exactly did that shit go? Why couldn't he ask her that? That's not attacking her. That's asking questions. You see, simp, Tatum, we can all ask questions. But the fact that you think that no one else should be questioning her and that you have no sack or spine to do it is baffling to me. That's not attacking her by telling her to post up those transactions. She claimed that payments were going to some club de sant that deals with gastronomy, because we researched that and looked it up here. Why in the hell would a gastronomy club care about anything going on with Candace Owens in France? They don't give a shit about her. Erica Kirk doesn't either. She just keeps forcing herself upon Erica Kirk with her dumbass obsession. But where is this? Where are these transactions at? Why didn't Tatum question her? If you're going to say that she has material threats, you're using these terms that you would use in court documents to try to say that the threat is substantial or that there's some credibility or merit to it. Then why didn't you ask her to post up the transactions, Brandon Tatum? You dumbass. Why didn't you do that? Who's the high-ranking French government employee again? Why would she lie about a phone call, but then fail to ask a person, okay, well, send me the screenshots or something. You're telling me there are transactions somewhere. I need to see those transactions. Why are you just calling and telling me this shit? You're not going to send me the stuff? Well, get off my phone. Like, why couldn't she handle it like that? Why didn't you ask your supposed little sister, hey, you're going to have to post up those transactions? You said it's a paper trail. No one told you to post up that post on X.com or to repeat all this nonsense in a video. You put it out there. So now you're going to have to back this up with the paper trail that you said must exist. So who paid who the $1.5 million? And how exactly did they make these payments? Because now we're at a point where we need to see this evidence. Why couldn't he ask her that again? Clown.
She did not go to the memorial. Do you know who was at Charlie Kirk's memorial? The president of the United States, the entire cabinet. That was the most secure facility on the entire planet. But the reason why Candace did not go, because she claimed that there was a threat against her life. Where's the threat at? The threat is not at the event. The threat is en route to the event.
So he's not asking where's the threat, as if he's questioning her, like, where's your threat? As if he doesn't believe it. He's posing that as a theoretical to try to explain that if you have a security threat, it's not at the actual event, it's on the way there. Even though Here's what's so crazy, Brandon Tatum. Hasn't there been at least 2 attempts on Trump's life? Was it on the way to an event or at the event? There's a question. It's called logic. I pray we all start using it. We got to use the common sense God gave a billy goat. So if Trump has had, 3 assassination attempts? How many? 2 or 3? Hit the like button, y'all. Trump had 3 assassination attempts, right? So if he had 3 attempts on his life, were those attempts made on the way to any of those events? Or were they made while he was at the event, speaking at the event? Which one was it? It was 3 attempts. Thank you. Thank you, Fat. Another one today. Was it on the way somewhere or was it at the event once he arrived? Because there's a difference according to Brandon Tatum. At the event. So think about it. If it was, let's say 4, we'll say 3. We can confirm 3. All three of these attempts on his life were at the event. Were they not? Yes or no? I don't recall any reports that the attempts on his life was on the way to the events. And he's the president of the U.S. Correct me if I'm wrong. So why in the hell is Brandon Tatum saying this dumb shit again? And he claims that he's supposed to have a security company. Well, the threat is not at the event. It's on the way there. So he hasn't, is he new here on Earth or what? Is he also an alien? Because you simp, I can call you an alien if that's what you are. I mean, your so-called little sister already claimed she's an alien, and we're going to go with that. Candace is an alien White Walker from another planet with no brain or soul or heart or feet, whatever. So when did Trump, the president, have any attempt on his life on the way to an event? When he's had 3 attempts on his life at the event once he arrived. Please send me any article or video where the attempts on the president of the United States of America's life was on the way some damn where. Because I recall it being at the event itself. So what the hell is Brandon Tatum talking about? Nothing. He's just saying this dumb shit. They're trying to give Candace an excuse at the expense of common sense and logic and factual information that exists here on Earth that we can all read and see for ourselves. Brandon Tatum, someone who claims to be a commissioned officer of some sort and to have a security company, literally just said that the threat is on the way to the event when the president of the United States of America has had 3 attempts on his life at the events once he arrived. So what evidence does he have to back that shit up? What examples can he present other than JFK? And honestly, I'm not over 60 years old. I wasn't alive when that happened. So we can only go with what is current right now. Where you're talking about what's supposed to be one of the most secured person on earth having 3 attempts on his life at the event, not on the way there. This is so crazy. Y'all help me make that make sense. Help me make this make sense. And this clown is saying, "Oh no, the actual the threat is on the way to the event." What the hell you mean? Based on what? Based on what statistics, evidence, facts. And it needs to be overwhelming. If he gives us 5 examples, the majority of the 5 examples need to show that it's on the way to an event. Otherwise, Trump has had 3 attempts on his life, and he's the current president of the United States. And they were all after he arrived at the event. What the hell where's he getting that shit from? He's just making this stuff up. Yo, this is why I call him a clown and a simp. Because he's trying to defend an alien and not a human person. And he claims to be a human being. Hard to see him as a man when he doesn't have a sack or a spine or a brain. The hell you mean? The threat is en route to the event. It's so crazy. Between Charlie Kirk and the president, none of those threats occurred. Where one of them was carried out on national television. None of those things occurred on the way anywhere. It was when they arrived and had been there for a minute. Where is he getting this shit from? Does he not recall Charlie Kirk being assassinated while he was sitting down under a tent, not on the way to the actual UVU campus? He doesn't even have evidence on his side right now. And if we're just looking at what's supposed to be the most secure people on earth, at least in the United States, you're talking about the president and vice president here. And Trump has had 3 attempts at the events, not en route to them. And this idiot acts as if somehow his reality is not the same as ours. Because he's trying to sit here and avoid actually confronting Candace, as opposed to just telling it like it is and telling her to go kick rocks and sit down.
Right.
So the same application is for Erica Kirk. Erica Kirk said there was a material threat against her life. I know how these things work. The threat is not at the event. It was never at the event. It's never a concern at the event. Why?
It's so funny because, the threats were at the event for the president and Charlie Kirk. 2 main examples. We could just go off of those 2 people. But he can't say, okay, here's examples of where the threats were more credible on the route, on the way there. Aside from JFK, we all know that. And who knows where he was going? I thought he was just in a parade. But if we talk about current events, starting with a sitting president of the U.S., God, no attempts on his life on the way anywhere, is always at the events. So he can't say that the threat was not at the event if Erica Kirk would have attended. And he's trying to compare the very credible real threat on Erica Kirk's life to the bullshit that Candace made up with no evidence, that she didn't even report to the FBI properly. She sent the text, more than likely, to sloppy Joe Kent. She claims it was a high-level FBI agent. The hell good is that going to do? But then admit it, I did not send an official email. Why? If you're not taking this serious, then don't get mad when we don't. Girl, if you don't go on somewhere, sit down. Bye, Felicia. This is crazy. Brandon is talking out the side of his neck and never provided one example in the last 20 years where you had the most, what's supposed to be seen as secure person on earth in this country have an attempt on his life on the way somewhere. What are you talking about?
Because if you want to hurt somebody, you're not going to hurt them where Secret Service is present.
He's right. Yep. And he's in law enforcement. Like, he knows very well.
Never mind, it happened 3 times to Trump. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. That happened 3 times with Trump. 3 times. That happened 3 times with Trump. And he had Secret Service around him. Oh man, it's so crazy how we can just look at the attempts on Trump and debunk Tatum without even thinking too hard about this. What do you mean? I like chicks on the right, but Tatum is dead ass wrong. He's just saying dumb shit.
This works, and so I was so glad
Right.
to see him just call it out for what it was.
The hypocrisy and the double standard. Support our show
He
by
tried to
supporting
compare
our
them both.
sponsors.
And I'm just like, nah, he wouldn't. I mean, hell, if he were being hypocritical, that's one thing. No, he tried to compare them as if they were similar.
Here's the thing.
They're not similar. So, y'all, here it is. Let's discuss Erica Kirk. This is one of you all sent this to me. Respectfully, Xavier and PragerU. So let me drop the video link in the chat. Okay. And like I said, we had a nice little lineup, but after work in another live after this. So let's go. Make sure you guys go check them out. Oh Lord, the candy asses is something else. Rizbo, what is anti-Candace Middick? Don't make up words here. The dictionary will not appreciate that at all. You're insulting the dictionary. You understand? Yeah, what the hell? Candace is not my cult leader. I owe her nothing. Candace, you can kiss my ass. I don't care if you feel insulted, girl. Yeah, now we all on one accord. Let's get to it. Hit the phone when you get here. Let's go.
If I were Erica Kirk, I would be dragging y'all. I love that she is sweet. I love that she is classy. But if I were Erica Kirk, I would go and put on some Nicki Minaj, Charlie Kirk's favorite rapper. I would put on mixtape era Nicki Minaj, get fueled up, get on camera, and read all of you wenches for filth. I would be clearing the way with a lot of you wenches because a lot of you have lost your mind, you've lost the plot, and you are absolutely delusional. Hey, cousins, let's get into some tea today because a lot of you wenches have a lot to say about Erica.
What's his last name? Du Rousseau? Rosu? Ooh, what kind of name is that? What is his background? Is he? What the heck? Y'all see his last name? Oh my God. That's the video link right there. Make sure you guys go check this out if you can. How do you say his last name? I don't even want to butcher it. Wow. All right, let's go, hon.
Kirk in the press. And you know what? Every single day of my life, I feel like I am being harassed at this point, whether it's in person or online. People are constantly asking me if I will do an episode or at bare minimum a TikTok about Erica Kirk and the allegations against her. So today we're finally having that discussion because enough is enough. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, give us a 5-star review on Spotify. Welcome to Respectfully.
What's that?
Okay, so first of all, you guys, at this point, I really don't need to give you too much background and context, I feel like, on the allegations that are against Erica Kirk. But it seems like every single day there is a new headline about this woman and demonizing this woman and asking questions about this woman. And I feel like everybody that's a public figure, it's fair game to ask questions. But it gets to a point where it's just like, okay, what is it that you guys are trying to accomplish here? But honestly, in retrospect, there were many times where I probably should have stepped in and said something, but I always try to teeter the line on, should I fuel this fire by actually acknowledging it, or should I just wait for it to burn itself out? But that fires surrounding Erica Kirk seem to not be burning out. It seems like people are on this woman's neck 24/7, not giving this woman any room to breathe. And it's honestly draining. It's draining for me as somebody to watch it. I can't imagine what it is that this woman is going through in her day-to-day life as she's trying to take over a company. She's trying to keep her husband's legacy alive, and she's trying to maintain her sanity as a woman that is now raising 2 kids on her own. But the video that finally set me over the edge, particularly the reaction to the video that is now setting me over the edge, is this video right here from the Fox Correspondents' Dinner.
I just want to go find
Beautiful gown, by the way. Now, look, everybody was on Erica Kirk trying to say that she was being too dramatic. Why is she crying? Why was she there?
Why would they say this girl? Didn't they have a shooter in the building? Didn't I show a clip of the man of members of the press running towards gunshots? Fuck you mean? No one should be mocking
Is this video
him.
right here from the Fox Correspondents' Dinner.
I just want to go find
Beautiful gown, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Now, look, everybody was on Erica Kirk trying to say that she was being too dramatic. Why is she crying? Why was she there? All of these different questions.
What do you mean? Oh my God, there was a gunman in the building. Just because the members of the press lost their mind and decided to run towards the danger does not mean that there was no actual credible threat and danger. A man is in prison for that, or in jail right now, right? He in jail. A man is in jail. He was a school teacher. They should be more concerned about the fact that this person was doing a job as a school teacher and just decided to walk into a hotel with a gun, knowing that at the very least, the president and Erica Kirk would be there. Because like I said once before, and I'll say it again, I don't think Trump was the target. I think Erica Kirk was. Soulless miscreant are going to do evil shit. I just don't understand why they get mad when we call them evil demons. Stand on it. You being a demon for the day, just stand on it. Now they all getting mad and scurrying around on X because they know their comments are being used against Candace in a court of law. Now stand on that bullshit you've been doing.
First of all, why was she there is a really stupid question to ask in the first place, because why would she not be there? This is the Fox Correspondents' Dinner. It's a dinner at the White House. It's all about celebrating free speech, where you're seeing people put their swords down for the first time, or for, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like putting their swords down, and for once, a very rare occasion, coming together and having a conversation. Now, before making this video, Erica Kirk actually just released today a whole video where she is addressing so many of the different narratives about her, I'm assuming. And I have not watched it yet. I want to watch it live with you guys. And we're going to do that after I say what I have to say about Erica Kirk before we even get into that video. But what I'm really tired of is people acting like I'm really tired of people acting like Erica Kirk crying was her being dramatic. It's like, let's put yourself in her shoes. The shoes of anybody in that room, first of all. If you hear that there is an active shooter and you're hearing the commotion, you hear gunshots, you're at an event with the president of the United States, who has had multiple assassination attempts that were very real and very close calls happening, where people that were in the room, you know, or around President Trump have ended up losing their lives, even though Trump survived. You know,
does he work for, I'm assuming he works for PragerU. His name is Xavier DeRusso. And he is going in on all the people that have been going after Erica Kirk, especially with her being traumatized at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The judge apologized to the shooter, the suspect, because of his concerns about his treatment in jail. I was like, why would the judge need to apologize to him? What the hell? So he claims that he was being mistreated in jail. It's jail. I mean, it's jail. You know, so this person obviously didn't think about the consequences of his actions. Because, you know, they think they're tough until they go to jail, and then they realize I'm not tough. And then there's more tough people in jail that are bigger and badder than them that are willing to whoop their ass. And they say, oh, I've been getting all this mistreatment and stuff. What you thought jail was? It's meant to be a deterrence. You should not want to do anything to go to jail. This is something else, man. So you gonna do something like that and you don't think that you're supposed to go to jail and somebody's gonna try you, especially when you go in being a high-profile suspect. Something like this made him a high-profile suspect. That means he's going to go to jail with a target on his back. He didn't think about none of that when he went into this hotel with a gun, open firing. Who was he? The fact that he wrote this manifesto, it speaks volumes. And he actually thought, yeah, I'm going to go to jail and everybody's going to welcome me with open arms. The hell you mean? It's jail. It's not what you think it is. And now he got the judge apologizing to him. Guess what? He just made it worse for himself. They may have to put him in isolation. Because now you're going to be even bigger target. Because they're going to see him as a snitch. And you got it to the point where the judge is apologizing to you for the treatment you've received in jail because you thought you were hot shit. You could have taken somebody's life. Oh my God. I told y'all, judges don't always get it right.
Situation where you don't know how many shooters there are. You don't know if the threat is neutralized or not. You don't know if there's a bomb about to go off.
Okay.
You don't know anything that's going on. So if you're in that room regardless, I think it's justified to be panicked a bit, especially when you consider that just less than a year ago, this woman's husband was murdered in cold blood in front of 1,000 people. So why would she not be traumatized? Why would she not be triggered? Why would she not want to go home? Why would she not be crying when here she is in this event, trying to celebrate free speech, trying to have a moment? And mind you, she was probably already socially overwhelmed in the first place, because I can only imagine all the different outlets that were all up in this girl's face and asking her all these crazy questions as if she hasn't been through enough. But people were dragging this woman by her scalp simply because she was crying. I would have been crying too. And I haven't been through nearly the trauma of what she went through last year. But that being said, it's like, what is it that y'all want Erica Kirk to do? If she sits in the basement and cries and does nothing, then she's either hiding something or she has accepted defeat. If she's out in public carrying on her husband's legacy, then she's doing too much and she's on a world tour and she wants to be a pop star. If she cries, she's dramatic. If she doesn't cry, she's a literal murderer. If she gets angry, then she's acting. And if she sheds forgiveness, she's a terrorist. It's like every single day, y'all have something to say about this woman and it's getting out of control. And you guys are saying that you're doing it in honor of Charlie Kirk. How dare you? How dare you do that? How dare you people?
Amen.
You people, and you know who you are. And a lot of you are going to be asking, well, what about this? What about that? Oh, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the tea. Trust. But if we're going to get into the tea, let's keep it all the way 1,000. If we're keeping it all the way 1,000, a lot of you wenches are just jealous that you're not Mrs. Erica Kirk. If we're keeping it all the way 1,000, a lot of you jealous wenches are mad.
Candace, you hear this? You dumb wench. You hear this, Candace? You alien wench. You White Walker wench. You wench wannabe. Candace is so bad. She's trying to impersonate a wench. She can't even do that right. Oh, wench.
Mad that you are not Mrs. Erica Kirk. And y'all know exactly what I mean by that. If we're keeping it all the way 1,000. Charlie Kirk was a man that many people admired globally. Okay. And a lot of you single women and a lot of you women who are married are mad that your husband wasn't Charlie Kirk. Now, you have people out there demanding the most insane, ridiculous requests, being like, where is Charlie Kirk's grave? Was he cremated? We deserve to know where Charlie Kirk's grave is. Are you insane?
Yes, she is.
Are you actually insane? If I were Erica Kirk, see, here's the thing. If I were Erica Kirk, I would be dragging y'all. I love that she is sweet. I love that she is classy. But if I were Erica Kirk, I would go and put on some Nicki Minaj, Charlie Kirk's favorite rapper. I would put on mixtape era Nicki Minaj, get fueled up, get on camera, and read all of you wenches for filth. I would be clearing the way with a lot of you wenches, because a lot of you have...
Oh, this is so refreshing. Oh, y'all. Oh, my God. This is so refreshing. It comes a point in your life where you just got to say, this is so refreshing to hear. It's like a breath of fresh air. Because I can't be the only one fussing about this. See, I know being queen of YouTube that I have to fuss about it. But I was like, I know I can't be the only one fussing. And I'm talking about going in. I don't spare Candace nothing. Heifer, you know I never will. You dumb heifer. But, oh, man, he's telling the truth. Erica Kirk, girl, if you read all these wenches for Phil, guess what? I would go down that path with you. I would get on screen and even dress up a little bit and help you read these wenches for the filth they are. And Candace, oh, you would catch it, girl. You have not heard me be my most savage. But I can get savage mode. He is absolutely right. Erica Kirk needs to not only drop a protection order against Candace, because Candace is having this woman stalked. She needs to drop that federal lawsuit and then dare her knock if you buck. Knock if you buck, knock. Yeah, go ahead, come on. And then smile when the video ends and say, buckle up, here we go. Just like her husband did in the video. That was genius editing. And then play that over and over again so Candace can really see her and be mad about shit. Oh man, he is on point.
Lost your mind, you've lost the plot, and you are absolutely delusional. You're sitting here demanding to know where Charlie's grave is. First of all, you know good and well that Charlie's grave would be desecrated and attacked on a daily basis if the general public knew where that was. Can Erica have something to herself? Because clearly y'all are mad that Erica had her husband to herself. If I were Erica Kirk, I would not let you wenches even know what color socks Charlie Kirk liked to wear. I wouldn't tell y'all anything about her husband because you people are so insane, absolutely insane, thinking that you are entitled to this information.
Exactly.
You people are entitled or thinking that you feel entitled to the information or the video of where's the video of Charlie Kirk saying that if something happened to him that Erica Kirk is to take over. Why do you need to see that? What does that have to do with you? That was not your husband. And a lot of you are mad at Erica Kirk because at the end of the day, her husband is who you wish was your husband as you go home to a gay man. A lot of you people are mad at Erica Kirk because you are going home to a gay husband. And that is an objective truth that a lot of y'all don't want to have the receipts put out.
Woo, child, you better tell it like it is. Oh, tell it like it is. Oh my goodness. He said it. Oh, you going home to a gay husband. Candace. Oh, Lord. George is going to leave you for his boyfriend one day. And there will be nothing you can do about it. All she got to do is catch one more lawsuit and he's out. He's going to say, yeah, I'm going to take me, my 4 kids, my prenup, my millions of dollars, and my boyfriend, and we getting the hell up out of here. Oh man. I think he has some tea on George Farmer. What y'all think? I think Xavier might have a little tea on George Farmer. Candace, you might not want to piss him off. You might not want to do that, girl. Because he seems like he hang out in the same spots where George Farmer might be hanging out at, and he got some tea on George. Oh, man. Dude, drop a video or photo. You know you've seen George some places he shouldn't have been. You know, if he wants to go there, I mean, at least pick one, George. Pick one. Oh, my goodness.
Because at the end of the day, her husband is who you wish was your husband as you go home to a gay man. A lot of you people are mad at Erica Kirk because you are going home to a gay husband. And that is an objective truth that a lot of y'all don't want to have the receipts put out about. Okay? You need to stop coming for her. You need to get off of her neck. Oh, yes. You need to get out of her face because enough is enough. If I were Erica Kirk, I would be reading you wenches for filth. This is why some of you people that are mad at Erica Kirk weren't even invited to the Kirk wedding. Oh! This is why a lot of you were cut out of the Kirk family circle a decade ago. But you try to cosplay and act like you knew everything about Charlie Kirk. So you think that you deserved all this information. Again, you don't deserve to know what color socks Charlie Kirk had on. You don't deserve any of this information. And a lot of you people are simply getting in the way of this criminal investigation because I just find it insane how you see demonizing posts about Erica Kirk every single day. When was the last time you saw something dragging Tyler Robinson? When was the last time you saw somebody actually get on camera and say something like Tyler Robinson's a pretty bad guy? He shot a guy in the neck for no reason, simply because he didn't like what he had to say. And the thing is that really sets me off. If you're going to come for somebody, if you're going to come for somebody's widow, if you're going to attack Erica Kirk, then be about it. Say it. Say what it is that you have to say, because it took a long time for y'all to even say her name. But now that you said her name and you've used that at button, how about you say what it is that you actually believe? Because there are all these people insinuating Erica Kirk. You're clearly objectively insinuating every single day that you think that Erica Kirk was a part of the murder of her own husband. Why are you tiptoeing around it? Why are you using innuendos? How about you just say it? But every single time.
Dude. I've been saying this. Oh, Lord, we thank you. Oh, my goodness. This is so refreshing to hear someone else say the same thing. I did not just say this earlier. Stand on it. Don't punk out now because your comments are being used against your dumbass cult leader. No, stand on them dumbass comments you've been leaving in everybody's videos and live streams, candy asses. Stand on it. Don't sit here and get mad, try to change up your profile names and delete shit. No, stand on it. You know how many comments I've already recorded from X alone where her cult followers are literally saying Erica Kirk murdered her husband or Erica Kirk murdered Charlie Kirk. Erica Kirk killed Charlie Kirk. You know how many comments I've recorded on that? Don't delete it. Stand by it, you punk asses. Come on here, sir. You better say that. Oh, he is on point. Candace, you want to sit here and shy away from it now because you got hit with a federal lawsuit? That is proof you have no idea how defamation works in the court of law. And you keep listening to all these other dumb asses that did not go to law school when it comes to defamation and what you believe to be subpoena power. Because you're an idiot and an alien. You refuse to get an attorney and keep them. Because her ass can't keep an attorney. And as opposed to you asking your attorney questions, you know, the one that went to law school and passed the bar. You're sitting here getting tips from Baron Coleman. Who the fuck is he? Seriously, who the hell is he? Is he an attorney or no? Because I've never seen him as an attorney. I haven't seen any information on him being an attorney. All he can do is give his opinion on some shit. He can't represent you in a court of law. And it's funny how none of the candy asses that are attorneys are running to Candace Owens' side. Funny how that's not happening at all. That is not happening at all. Your own cult members that are members of the bar with active standing bar licenses that went to law school that could represent you, Candace Owens. They're not even offering their time or service, you dumbass heifer. Nope. You're going to have to pay them too. And they might charge you more because of who you are. It's a hard knock life for you.
And you see these different people, and I'm talking about multiple people out there. They're constantly trying to say, well, Erica Kirk lied about this, and Erica Kirk knew about this, and this is suspicious about Erica Kirk. What is it that you're actually trying to say? Why don't you just say it? If you think that she killed her husband, why are you lying when then people clock you and say that that's what you're saying? You're like, oh, I never accused her of saying that. I never accused Erica Kirk of being a part of the murder. But then every single thing that you say is implicating exactly that. Say what it is.
So Baron Coleman is an attorney. I can guarantee you he will never, ever go to court and say half of the shit he said in a YouTube video about the lawsuit from the security guy. Why is his name fleeing my mind? From Brian Harper. He will not be able to make any of those legal arguments in a court of law. Because, see, it's called case law. That's the one thing he can't eradicate. Precedents. Plus, he's dumb as hell and biased. But he's not volunteering his time to represent her. And he can't give her legal advice because if she go to court and say, well, Baron Coleman is an attorney and he said this in his YouTube video, the judge is going to be like, I don't give a damn. Is he representing you now? Well, then I don't care. And let's scratch that from the record. Candace has no idea how this goes. But Ron Coleman can act incompetent if you want to. Keep on pretending like you giving out legal advice on YouTube. That's not gonna end well for you. Especially when you're not being neutral. You're not going based on the finding of fact or law or evidence. And all the precedents and case law that has helped to establish defamation, you're completely ignoring. So nope, no one gives a shit about what he thinks. And the judge won't either.
That you're on her case about then. I'm so sick of these, I'm not touching you ass theatrics. You're calling for her to be arrested. You're calling for her to be interrogated. You're saying that the FBI needs to look into her. About what? What is it that you're looking for? What are the receipts that you want to see? Okay, because you guys are making up all these different narratives, and every single day y'all are coming up with something to say about this woman, but you actually don't have any receipts. And it's so frustrating to me because I can't stand when I almost take the bait on something. There was something that I almost took the bait on, and I did a deeper look into it, which really didn't even take that long to debate or to debunk. And it was people going out and say that Erica Kirk was banned from Romania for sex trafficking. Are you insane? So when I first heard that and I first saw the whole like debrief on it, I was like, oh my goodness, like what's going on here? Like I have questions. Not that Erica Kirk is entitled to answer any of these questions, but then you go and you look, where are the receipts? There are no court documents or record or press or anything of the sort that insinuates or says directly that Erica Kirk was banned or had some kind of nefarious scandal in Romania. That is so easily debunked. Yet this is a narrative that y'all are pushing. In fact, y'all are going as far as saying that Erica Kirk was a part of some kind of human trafficking situation and that she was partnered with Epstein. It's like, I'm so tired of y'all taking the real struggle that some of these people went through when it came to the Epstein situation and just conflating that to everything that you can possibly think of. You take the most random issues on planet Earth and you try to just conflate it all and curate all this information and say that has to do with Epstein. And I just find it funny how some of the same people trying to say that Erica Kirk has human trafficking allegations, y'all are the same ones that love Andrew Tate. If we're keeping it all the way 1,000, who still has cases pending against him. And I'm not saying Andrew Tate is a human trafficker, but I'm just saying that if it comes out and it gets confirmed that he was, or that he is, I'll just sip my tea.
Drop the tea, bro.
And then some of you wenches try to get out there and say that Erica Kirk is a clout chaser. And here, first of all, I live in Los Angeles. I live in Beverly Hills. I know a clout chaser when I see one. I'm surrounded by them all the time. I see them. The signs are clear. And if you have any kind of discernment whatsoever, you can tell both in the DC world and the LA world if somebody is just simply trying to get proximity and access to power. And Erica Kirk never gave that. She never gave that. I met this woman. I met her one time before Charlie's assassination, and I got to speak with her in person one time after that. And that is not at all the vibe that Erica Kirk is giving. And then people's credibility for that is they talk about the fact that Erica Kirk was on a reality show at one point, and it was like some kind of dating reality show. It's like, okay, and what about it? Erica Kirk's a beautiful woman.
That's what I'm saying. What does reality show have to do with Charlie Kirk's assassination? Did the reality show murder Charlie Kirk? No. So why do we care? Why is that a thing? These are the same dumbasses that think that Erica Kirk pays their bills or somehow they pay hers. They allow Erica Kirk to live rent-free in their head 24/7 to the point where Candace has people that are sources and direct contacts living in her building, reporting to her every little thing Erica Kirk does. That is stalking. It is a felony. It is a crime. Period. And for Candace to even put that out there shows that she does not give a damn about the rule of law or this woman living in peace. Something she has the right to do. Live in peace without the idea of someone stalking her in her building. And for what? If she doesn't pay your bills, why do you care about anything she did at all at any point in her life? Is the earth going to stop revolving around the sun because they found out that Erica Kirk was on a dating show, reality show. I don't give a damn what it is. I don't care. I don't even watch them damn things. The Real Housewives of whatever city you could pick, it's all garbage. I don't care. None of that stuff furthers my life. It's like people forget to put things in perspective here. What is your priority? Why do you care about that bullshit? You can't make this stuff up. I don't give a damn who she dated, almost married. She was on some show. I don't care. All that happened before she got married. Why do we care about that dumb shit? None of that is going to get your rent or mortgage paid by the 5th of this month. Chabu.
Opportunity there. Why wouldn't she take it? Okay. And that's another reason that a lot of you are mad at her. People are so mad when they see a beautiful woman cook. If Erica Kirk was a chopped hoe, if Erica Kirk was not cute and beautiful, I don't think there would be nearly as many narratives out there about her. Erica Kirk, she was young, or she still is young, but back then she was very young. She was in her 20s. She was a hot girl. She was a hot girl and saw a hot girl opportunity laid out in front of her. So why would she not take it? Why would she not go in there? And when I say hot girl, not to be confused with the city girl, because the city girl is outside in them streets. Erica Kirk, Mrs. Erica Kirk, was a woman of God like she was sent here to be. And she would go home to her husband and go home to her children. And that's what she did once she got married. You didn't see her on reality TV after she got married and after she met Charlie Kirk and had a wedding that certain people weren't allowed to come to. A lot of you are mad that Erica Kirk lived her life in her 20s and was a beauty pageant girl. And honestly, I'll be the one to say it. Y'all are such haters. Y'all are jealous of Erica Kirk. So let me be the one to declare it. Erica Kirk, come get your baddie chain, girl. Erica Kirk, you deserve your baddie chain. You do. Because at the end of the day, you ended up scoring the man that a lot of these girls wanted. Okay? Erica Kirk deserves her baddie chain. She is standing on business. Epic. And you know what? I respect Erica Kirk for the fact that she is not cowering away. She has all these different narratives about her, all these different people coming for her, all these people spreading so many lies and so much propaganda about her, and still she rises, and still she gets on stage, and still she gets on camera, and still she puts on her beautiful gown, gets her hair done, puts her makeup on, and she gets out there and she runs an empire. She is continuing to build and expand the legacy and the empire that her late husband built. Erica Kirk was a part of the foundation of Turning Point USA, and she continues to remain a part of the foundation of Turning Point USA. And that, in my book, warrants a baddie chain. So Erica Kirk, come get that baddie chain, girl. You deserve it. You deserve your tens. You deserve your flowers. And I want you to keep your foot on these wenches' necks. And I don't even know what she said yet in this video, but I know she came for blood because I know my sis is tired. I know she is tired of y'all playing on her top. And then you people try to get out there and say that, oh, Erica Kirk was so evil. She's demonic. Look at her eyes. Have y'all never seen piercing blue, beautiful eyes before? I looked Erica Kirk right in the eye. This was in December of last year. So this is a couple months after what happened to Charlie. And she and I had a beautiful conversation. And when I looked her in the eye, I'm like, okay, this is what people are misinterpreting on camera. This is a beautiful woman, blue eyes that are piercingly gorgeous. And she has smeared mascara sometimes, or just in general speaking, the piercing blue eyes, if it wasn't for the fact that she was distressed and angry, she wouldn't look ferociously angry. And people are like, oh, she looks so evil. You would look angry.
She lost her husband. Yeah, let me tell you something. You wouldn't be able to come for me. When I say I'd be cutting you up, hurting your feelings would be an understatement. Especially if you're going to sit here and say, I look like I'm evil. I'm not evil. But I'm savage. This is the stuff coming from Candace and her dumbass cult. Because they refuse to read a book. You know, words are hard for them. Nothing above 2 or 3 syllables. They won't be able to do that. So they play these little silly ass elementary school games trying to go down a line of things that they think they can hate Erica Kirk about. Just some dumbass, mean girl, silly ass shit. For what? Well, when you have the opportunity to explain the difference between globalism and nationalism, Candace, you sit here and talk about low birth rates in the UK. The fuck we doing? Okay.
Evil too if your husband was murdered and then you have people trying to say that you were a part of the crime. So it's like you people don't give her any grace. You don't give her any slack. And you say that she needs to act normal or she's acting abnormally. What is the normal way to act in her situation? When most people have somebody in close proximity or a spouse die, God forbid, in that situation, and even if they're murdered, typically any hate that people have for that person, it is laid to rest because, you know, people try to have respect for the deceased. But in her case, not only did her husband's murder happen in front of all these people, but instead of people being like, okay, let's, you know, chill out when it comes to the Charlie Kirk slander, it was amplified. So the love and the hate was amplified. And then herself, she got thrusted into the spotlight like never before and put under all this immense amount of pressure that none of us can realistically relate to. And she is having to stand on business about it. So yeah, there are times where she tries to compartmentalize what she's going through and she might laugh on camera. God forbid the girl laughs ever again. She might cry on camera. Sounds pretty understandable when your husband gets murdered. She might look stoic on camera. That's probably her trying to keep it together. So yeah, it's like no matter what emotion or what expression this woman has, y'all always have something crazy to say about her. Put some respect on Mrs. Erica Kirk's name. Mrs. Erica Kirk is the T. And then people even try to bring up weird stuff with her beauty pageant past. And it's like, if anything, the only thing that's relevant about her beauty, the only two things that are relevant about her beauty pageant past are one, she's prettier than a lot of you wenches, and that's why you're mad. Come get that baddie chain, Erica. And the second part is it explains why some of her reactions to certain things feel a little theatric. And what I mean by that, because I have a lot of friends that have been in the beauty pageant world, and there's just something about like the psyche of it and, you know, just the training and like it's a very different kind of world. And when you're high level in the beauty pageant world, like Erica is, everything is overly expressive. And it doesn't mean that it's any less genuine. That's just naturally how she is. That's like how a lot of Italians are very like expressive with their hands. It's literally just how it's coded into their DNA. When you are a beauty pageant girl, it is very common for, you know, when you're somber, you're very somber. When you're happy, it's very visible. When you're sad, it's very visible. And when you are pissed off, you'll get that Erica Kirk glare sometimes. And that's all the tea. That's all the tea that it's about that. So all that to say, that's how I feel about Erica Kirk. When it comes to the stuff of her past, the majority of the narratives that y'all are saying about her past are irrelevant or debunked. And when it comes to her future, she's doing exactly what it is that she needs to do. Oh, and I should have said this earlier, but one of the other things that bothers me about the whole Erica Kirk thing is people are trying to make it seem like this woman was just hogging the spotlight for months and months and months. No, what happened was there's a difference between the internet being oversaturated and her actually being overexposed. Erica Kirk did not do nearly as many media like press hits as people tried to make it seem like. People tried to make it seem like this girl was on every single outlet, like she was running for office and like she was in everybody's face talking about like, you know, her husband's assassination. That is not the case. It's just the clips, every time she would be on a clip of something, it would go very viral and people have talked about her so much, it makes it seem like she's been out there all the time. But no, Erica Kirk has barely done exactly what we're about to react to. She's barely gotten on camera and really aired out her piece. But the one thing I wish Mrs. Erica Kirk would do differently and is I just wish that she would listen to Nicki Minaj, get angrier, and read all these wenches for filth. She's so classy, though, and she is such a God-fearing Christian woman. But oh my goodness, do I wish she would get ghetto just for 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes. Put that hair in a high pony, put some hoops on, and clear switches. And Erica Kirk, if you don't want to do it, just let me know.
Okay.
Girl, just send me Erica Kirk if you want me to.
Eric Kirk, you can tag me in a post on X, girl. Email me. You don't even have to tell everybody. Just email me directly. Tag me in. I will do it and sleep peacefully. It wouldn't even bother me. My foot stays on Candace's neck. I owe her nothing. We don't do coats. She's not a dictator. She didn't even care about her own dumbass cult members, but they're too stupid to see that. Won't even give them refunds. Child police. Let me know when you're ready, Erica Kirk. And please hurry up and sue her.
Curse anybody out, just send me a thumbs up. Just send me a thumbs up on the DM. And ideally an @ if you want it to be, but I can probably guess who it is. Erica Kirk, if you need me to curse anybody out, I'll do it for you. I will. I'll do it for you, and I will do it for Charlie. But that being said, let's see what Mrs. Erica Kirk has to say.
It seems to me that nothing will ever be enough for the evil in this world. Our country has become unrecognizable. These people have perverted the truth to the point that they motivated the murder of my husband. They've continuously tried to assassinate the president, and anyone who stands in their way is labeled hateful, racist, fascist, and every other trigger word that is grossly dishonest.
Quick pause. I'm just going to reiterate again. Y'all wouldn't hate her nearly as much if she wasn't pretty. If her face card wasn't T, a lot of you would not be as obsessed with her as you actually are. I just want to clock that because the pretty girls, the hot girls, the girls with the Maddie chain, they are the ones that end up going through the most slander. I just want to clock that.
We want the best for our country. They don't. This is why Charlie started Turning Point USA in the first place. He didn't trust the radicalized liberal teachers. And this past Saturday, it was a school teacher, of all people, a school teacher that attempted to change our history for the worst with bullets.
Says a lot.
And everyone is asking why I even went to the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And it was because many of the journalists in that room have attempted to dehumanize me. And I wanted to meet some of them face to face, quite frankly.
Yep.
Why have a conversation about me when you can have a conversation with me?
Period.
So, for example,
Period.
a journalist from the Daily Mail came up to me. She introduced herself and she was very gracious. She was saying, "You look so beautiful. I'm so sorry for your loss." To which I replied, "It is so nice to put a name to the face, especially with all the slander, the lies, accusations that
I know, right, Jennifer? Oh, it's giving like this Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation. I pulled up photos when I first saw this video. I pulled up photos because I want people to see like that was badass when Janet Jackson wore that black hat with that jacket. Why they see her talking about, oh, she looks like somebody from Star Wars. That jacket was badass. What you mean? Minus the lapels and pins. If she had a couple lapels and pins on here, boy, it would be the 2026 version of the jacket Janet Jackson wore. This whole look is badass. What are you talking about? I like it. Yeah, you out of your mind. This girl, listen, she could wear whatever she want to wear. And the candy ass cult members would be mad as hell because of reasons. All the men are mad because they can't be with her. All the women are mad because Candace is mad. And Candace is jealous and envious of her because she's not her. So, that's pretty much how that goes. There's nothing wrong with what she's wearing. We don't have to buy her clothes. She bought it. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Out there surrounding my husband's murder and myself. And I said to her, you know what's so interesting? This is my first time at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And I find it so fascinating, the dynamic that is going on right now, because everyone is all dressed up and you guys are co-mingling.
Oh, shout out to Cold-Blooded Christian. Yo, we checked out his video yesterday on X. How you doing, honey? Shout out to you. Loving your content. The video you did, we checked that out. Fantastic stuff, honey. Awesome job. Awesome job. What's your YouTube channel? We'll drop your YouTube channel link in here because we saw you on X. Oh, can we get his YouTube channel link dropped in the chat? Y'all, the celebrities are rolling through. Look at God. How you doing? Happy Monday to you. Thank you for tuning in. Let's get Cold-Blooded Christian's YouTube channel link in the chat. Show him some love. Oh, keep it coming, honey. Keep it coming. Keep your foot on Candace's neck because, she's a dumb demon alien and all. We're not in the mood for more cult leaders from outer space. We're not in the mood anymore. We're all sick of it. Y'all show some love to cold-blooded Christian up in here. Good to see you, dear. Good to see you. And don't forget about Kogo and Miss Kogo. They have a YouTube channel as well. We got some new people up in here. I see you, Tiara. Is it Tiara? I hope I'm saying it right. How you doing? If not, forgive me, honey. I'm not trying to butcher your names. I see y'all at least up in here. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all hit that like button. Mad respect to you as well, dear heart. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hanging there is gonna get fun. There you go. Y'all make sure you go check out YouTube, Cold Blooded's YouTube channel. Thank you, Saint. Shout out to my mods. Have the best mods on YouTube. Make sure you go check him out and show him some love. And check out his great content that he has over there. He is keeping his foot on Candace's neck. And we are here for it. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get back to it. How you doing, Kadia? How y'all doing? Say, madam up in here. I'm new. I love this. Shout out to you. Betty up in here. Betty up in here, y'all. How you doing, honey? Well, we got Long Slinger. We got people up in here. We may not always agree on everything, but you know, we show you some love. How you doing? How you doing? Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. I'm just so honored to have some celebrities coming rolling through and supporting us here in the LLC. Little old me. Tune in, honey. Thank you so much. Tune in. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it.
In and out of each other's cocktail parties. And so for one night, you were able to put aside all of your differences for the sake of freedom of speech. And then by Monday morning, things will go back to being an absolute bloodbath between all of you. To which she replied, literally, she said, I know. Isn't it special, right? Isn't tonight so special?
Pause. You know, Erica Kirk is so real for this because this is one of the things that I point out to people all the time and they're gagged when I say it. It's that a lot of you really underestimate the cahoots that a lot of people are in behind the scenes when it comes to the media and the press. Because I'll never forget at the RNC convention, you know, where they like announce who like the official candidates are and everything before the election. I was gagged when I went to the CNN political party and I watched so many people that are like arch nemesis. You had everybody from that wench, Caitlin, what's her name? Not Caitlin Clark, Caitlin Collins, that wench from CNN. You had her key king and in the face of people from Fox. You have like everybody in cahoots. And that's when it dawned on me. I was like, this is all game. This is all theater. And it's not to say that people don't stand on business because like I have friends that are like liberal commentators. Like I've said before, like there are certain liberal commentators I get along with very well. I just created a whole reality show about it that's coming out in a few months, by the way. But it's like, it's so bizarre to see everybody be in cahoots. And then like a couple of days later, it's like the swords are out again and you're acting like you weren't just breaking bread with each other a few days before. That's crazy. That's when it gets sociopathic to me. Because someone like a Harry Sisson, I like Harry Sisson behind the scenes. Like I've never met him in person, but we've had a couple conversations like on the phone and through text and for various things that we almost collaborated on. And he's always been cool. He is someone like we can laugh, we can joke, we can have political differences like how it used to be back in 2010. But what I'm not going to do is like key in his face. And then the next day I'm going to go and say that he's Satan. No, I save that energy for people like Hassan Piker, who's ultimately going to hell. But as far as when it comes to these other outlets, it's like, that's kind of crazy. And I'm glad that Erica Kirk clocked that because these people have been playing on her time, playing on her face. And she walked right up to them and said, I'm right here. Here I go. I heard you looking for me. Here I go. That's the kind of energy. That's exactly what I wanted from Mrs. Erica Kirk. I do wish you would get a little more hood with it. But that's just me being.
Oh, Erica Kirk. I know you watching and listening, girl. Sometimes I tag her in my videos, girl. Listen. I know you want to keep it dainty, but any other time you want to just go in full force, I mean Mortal Kombat style. Let me know, girl. We here.
Messy, but no, I'm glad she clocked that T. Mm-hmm.
Get over here.
And following that conversation, it was time to take our seats and we went into the big ballroom where the dinner was. And one of the first things I noticed when I walked into that room was quite literally the proximity of the opposing outlets to one another. So you have one table here that's Politico and another table here that's Fox and another table here that's WAPO, and you're all crammed together, elbow to elbow. And to make the night even more of a spectacle, every single 10-person table had 10 bottles of wine.
I don't blame anyone who tried to steal that wine, by the way. I'm sorry, hot take.
The White House Correspondents Association, she did a great job of trying to make the evening have that feeling of Americana. You know, we were in a room celebrating freedom of speech despite our differences. And the U.S. Marine Band performed the national anthem so beautifully. And then shortly thereafter, gunshots rang out and total chaos ensued. And you guys have all seen what happened next because there are 1,000 videos of it. So let's discuss that fact for a second. If you were in that room, you had no way of knowing what the status of the shooter was, how many there were, or honestly, really anything. It was just utter chaos. And so during an active shooting, these journalists are using their phones to find moments to capture for clips. They were so concerned about getting a video in a room with an active shooter that they could have accidentally and quite literally filmed themselves being shot.
Yeah.
Many of those people have become so desensitized that fight or flight became secondary to the opportunity of putting themselves into the story, which ironically breaks the #1 rule of journalism. And again, ironically enough, the shooter was a teacher. You have these people who are supposed to be teaching our children the future of this country, and he's so unhinged that he is able to teach children by day and then attempt to murder the president of the United States by night. And in his manifesto, he starts by contextualizing him.
Hey, Job, how you doing, honey? This is it's my first time watching his video. Respectfully, Xavier and PragerU is the channel. I'll drop the video link in the chat again. He is new for me, but he is absolutely on point. He's saying the things I've been saying for months, but I love how he's able to just keep it very straightforward and direct. It is what it is. And he's saying what needs to be said. You know, because got Candace running around here trying to find out where he's buried at. What the hell? Candace, I thought you commune with the dead. Didn't you say you talked to dead people? Candace claimed she talked to Charlie Kirk after he was assassinated. He didn't tell you where he was? You can't make this up. How dare you demand that information from Erica Kirk, whom you loathe and envy, and then claim that Charlie Kirk came to you in a vision, but he didn't tell you where he was buried? Candace, why don't you just go to sleep and ask him? Apparently you can talk to the dead, you know, like a demon. People wonder why we call her demon. Do you understand that biblically saying that you are speaking with the dead is what the Bible refers to as an unfamiliar spirit and a form of witchcraft? I mean, what in the world? It's like Candace, I don't even think that girl will be able to touch a Bible without melting and probably spontaneously combusting. Cold blooded, you still up in here? I can bet you $5. If Candace was to touch the Bible, she would spontaneously combust. Oh my God, that woman would combust. Forget the melting thing. It would take too long. Evelyn would combust wide open. If you haven't seen The Wiz, you need to see it. You'll understand the Evelyn reference. Oh, Candace. Imagine her walking around a facility with a whip, looking like she's got 1,000 marbles stuck to her body, and then somehow gets flushed down a huge toilet. Like Evelyn the Witch in The Wiz. Except this time you put a Bible in her hand. She's just going to spontaneously combust. Poof. There goes the Puff Puff Magic Dragon. You can't make this up. Oh, good grief. Candace doesn't care about the Bible at all. Because if she did, she would never, ever repeat such a evil statement. Such as, I'm talking to someone that is deceased in my vision. knowing what the Bible describes that as. If she read the Bible, she wouldn't mess with a widow either if she read the Bible. Child boo. What we doing? Candace is making God mad now. Like, I'm just praying we all don't catch it because we all sitting in the same country with her behind. Candace, can you leave our country, please, before God decides to shift to the right on the throne? So we don't catch your nonsense. We don't want to be punished for you. Nope, you dumb cult leader. You're going down by yourself. Take your coat with you. Can't make this up. Child boo. Just put a Bible in Candace's lap. She'll spontaneously combust. Be done with it.
Himself by saying, I am a citizen of the United States of America. And while we may have big problems with illegal immigration in this country, I have to tell you, we have an even bigger problem when it comes to the systemic indoctrination and radicalization of our own citizens.
Yep. She's clocking tea.
This is what got my husband killed. This is what has led to 3 legitimate attempts on President Trump's life.
I'm pretty sure it's 5 now.
And I can speak firsthand.
Hold on, let me help you out, Lizzie. Let me help you out. You asking, Candace doesn't have fruits of the spirit. I know you're talking to Moki, but Moki's one of my Luxes, so I'm going to answer the question for you. What fruits do you have while you're literally spending hours on a live stream dedicated to hating one woman? First of all, define the word hate. Because, see, we've covered this. Words matter here in the Lady Luck Club. Reading is fundamental as well. Define the word hate. Because you seem, you along with the other candy asses, and, you know, they do this stuff to get my attention. Sometimes we entertain the cult members up in here. No matter what you claim, because you keep defending her in my chat. I keep telling the candy ass cult members they come into my chat at their own peril. Define the word hate. Start there. Because if you can't define the word hate based on the dictionary, here in this reality on earth where everyone else defines it to be, we can't have this conversation and I cannot answer your question. We got to start with that. We have to be on one accord when it comes to definitions of terms. So I want you to define the word hate. Do you understand? We're going to start with that. Because I want you to understand when you're claiming that someone is hating someone, you need to know what that word is defined to be. Because what you're trying to do is confuse it with accountability. And those 2 words are 2 different spellings with 2 different definitions, 2 different concepts. They're not even synonymous with each other. They're not even antagonistic. They live on their own separate planets. Accountability on one planet, hate on the other. Shout out to Edie Marie up in here. Oh my God, all the celebrities up in the house. Yo! Oh, Edie Marie. I'm trying to have a conversation with Lizzie. Hold on 1 second, honey. I have not defended Candace. I've only said I love both. You can love them both. But you're saying that one of my Luxers is hating her. So I need you to define the word hate. Because you're accusing me of hating something. I call it accountability. I don't hate her. Candace doesn't pay my bills. You're trying to put her in my life higher than what she should be. In order for me to generate those feelings and emotions about a mere mortal and say that I hate someone, they would have to do something directly to me to put me in that position where I hate them. And so far, the only thing that I hate is the devil. I have never said that I hate Candace, but I am going to hold her accountable. And accountability and hate are 2 different words with 2 different definitions. So in order for us to answer your question, you're going to have to define the word hate. Because if you can't define that word, then you're going to think that everything I say, if it's not flattering to Candace and kissing her butt, is going to be hate. We have to be on one accord with that. So let me know when you get there. That's the problem. The candy ass cult members know me better than they know. I don't care how they feel. But you keep weaponizing this word hate or hating, and you're trying to mix it in with accountability. She is going to be held accountable for her words and actions on Judgment Day by God himself. What are you going to do? Sit here and say, well, God is just hating on Candace? Are the candy ass cult members going to get to the point where they start saying that? Let us know so we can all brace ourselves for that buffoonery. For those that God loves, he chastises. Amen. That's the scripture. See, if Candace was reading the Bible, she would know that too. So because God loves us, he does ensure that we're chastised. He holds us accountable. There are consequences that we bear here on earth for our actions here on earth. And then we will be judged for them on Judgment Day. Hating her has nothing to do with holding her accountable. That's also biblically aligned as well. If we believe to be Christians that we profess to be, the Bible is very clear that we are to help hold each other accountable to keep each other on the straight and narrow. And have that boldness to declare the truth. This is as gentle as it's going to get for me. But it doesn't mean that I hate her. And that term keeps being weaponized because we're not sitting here kissing her butt and agreeing to her every word. We don't have to. We don't owe her that. We don't owe her that. Candace has been pampered and spoiled all this time to think that she's supposed to have mindless, hive mentality cult members that just bow down and worship her and agree to every word she says, and only she can tell the truth or know how to read on a second grade level. And that if anyone says anything outside of what she's saying, you're hating her. That's cult speak, and we don't speak cult in the Lady Luck Club. We have the right to disagree with her. We have the right to voice that disagreement. And as Christians, we are held accountable for our actions and our words, our deeds, our thoughts. That doesn't involve hating someone to say that they're wrong and to point out even where scripture says she's wrong. So tell me, how's it hating on her saying that she should read the scripture about these unfamiliar spirits and stop saying that she's having visions with dead people? So it's hating on her if the Bible say one thing and she's going against it? Or the endless scriptures about protecting and defending widows. That's hating on her? See, if you have a problem with the scripture, you have a problem with God, not me. Amen in the chat. I'm not the one you have that gripe with, honey. But for those that God loves, he chastises. And the definition of that term, it includes some level of punishment or consequence. And if the consequence she gets for me is me keeping my foot on her neck and pointing out when she's wrong, I will do that. And I will sleep peacefully. And it is what it is. But weaponizing the word hate and hating, all because we're not agreeing with her. We don't agree with her. We don't owe her that. Candace don't pay my bills. And the candy asses want me to get this $7,000 check. Where's my money? When is that going to happen? I keep saying it. Y'all keep shortchanging me over here. Add another zero to that. You really want to make it interesting. I mean, why can't it be 70,000 or 700,000? Good grief. Oh, $7,000? That's not, It's not enough money for somebody to think that they painting a narrative on my platform. You kidding me? Chabu, why I can't get $70,777.77? I mean, what we doing? I have a Pacific Ocean to sell, Edie Marie and Cold Blooded. Y'all interested? Kogo. The Pacific Ocean is on sale for $7,000. Can you believe it? I ain't get to say any old thing, Chabu. That's what I'm saying. Stop weaponizing that word hating. Candace is not the center of my universe, but I will point out when she's wrong. The end. Nobody has to be mad or hating on her to do that. If the Bible says that we should be doing that, then why would that require hate or anger? You don't have to speak out of anger or hatred at all to correct someone. And correction is sometimes what's needed. Candace surrounds herself with all these yes men and cult members. All they do is just bow, yes, master. They just bow down and worship her. We don't do that over here. We don't do idolization. Stop it. Chabu. We don't do that over here. Child, Edie Marie said, I'll take it. Oh, man. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. Shout out to Edie Marie. We coming up with your video next, girl. Yeah, Edie Marie sent me a cease and desist. Oh, we gonna get to it, you all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Can we get the YouTube channel link drop for Edie Marie, please, in the chat? Oh, we keeping our foot on Candace's neck. Oh, shout out to you, Cold Blooded. Thank you, somebody. I got your back, honey. We got to, because if not, we can't allow evil to prevail. And Candace claimed to be an alien. Let's start with that. We cannot allow an alien to prevail. God. So they mad because she said she's an alien. We're going with that. So I call her an alien and they get mad. You can't make this up. Pick one. Your cult leader says she's an alien. Why are you mad at me for repeating that? Candace, you claim to be the alien. We here in the LLC, we said, okay, well, cool. We're glad you can recognize that. And then we just use it against you. What you mean? How's that hating? Candace says she's an alien. She also says she does not know the difference between the letter N and the number 9. She also claims she has 2 degrees. Who has the evidence of that? Candace, are you going to show 1 degree ever? She claims she obtained 2 degrees. The things they could be asking her about, evidence on these transactions from the French president to Club de Sant. She refuses to show us that paper trail for $1.5 million. When you have grown men simping for her, like Tatum and John Mappin and Scientology, I guess, we have to take a step back and look at definitions of terms to determine, is this really hating or are we trying to hold her accountable here? And if Candace never gets it right and never gets it together, at the very least, I will always be in defense of someone who is a grieving widow and now a single mother of 2 children that have to grow up one day and watch all these videos on YouTube. Why in the world should they have to hear Candace drag their mother through the mud? All because reasons, and she's envious and jealous. Why? It's so unnecessary. Candace said that she has sources and contacts living in the same residential building with Erica Kirk. So she gets to say out loud that she's, facilitating felonious behavior by stalking someone. And yet we're hating if we call that out. What do you mean? No, the Arizona Police Department, boy, they would be very interested to find that out. What you talking about? That's not hating. That's a matter of illegality. No one has the right to sit here and stalk somebody because you don't like them. That's not how that works. And no judge or jury in the court of law would agree. So who gave Candace the permission to stalk this woman? Sources and contacts in her building. Child, please. The devil is a liar. No one wants to have to live with something like that. This girl got 2 young, small, minor children. She's already dealing with death threats and kidnapping threats for her and her kids. And now she has to worry about Candace stalking her through other people. Child. and the only thing you can say is somebody's hating her. Are you kidding me? Erica Kirk, please hurry up and drop that federal lawsuit on her. Hurry it up. Child boo. No. So I will be definitely keeping my foot on her neck and call out wrong and evil when I see and hear it. Bottom line. That's it.
To that unbearable toll that this must take on our First Lady.
Oh, yeah.
There has never been a president who has faced this many assassination attempts in Americans' entire history. And after each one, the reaction from the far left has been, at best, a shrug, and in some cases, a sick disappointment that the shooter was unsuccessful. We are all human beings. And if you can just pause and just take a minute and ask yourself, how would you feel if even just one person made cruel jokes about the attempted murder of your loved one? That is what Jimmy Kimmel did to the First Lady. He said that she had the glow of an expected widow.
Pause, which nobody clocked it, but that was definitely shade at Erica. I didn't want to go there when I talked about the Jimmy Kimmel situation because I'm always like so hesitant to even talk about Erica just because I know every time you mention her name, it just like drives slander towards her. But yeah, that was definitely Erica Kirk shade, which I really wasn't having it with Jimmy. That was another, I should have put my foot on his neck about that too the other day.
The glow of an expected widow.
That's some crazy.
Just 48 hours before that nightmare almost became a reality. In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up
chills
to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO, and I have Candace Owens.
Oh, wait. Oh, actually, yeah, pause. The Drewski thing, I don't know if I ever addressed it on my platform enough or not as far as like, you know, this show. But the one thing I had to say about Drewski, because I just thought the whole thing was so stupid.
Lindsay, let me be clear with this. When it comes to a lawsuit, that has nothing to do with forgiveness. You can forgive someone, but they still be held accountable against the law. Thou art to obey the laws of the land. Once again, more scriptures that Candace is not reading and that you seem to be overlooking. If you go out and you break into someone's house and you have a weapon, that's armed robbery. Wouldn't you still expect that person to go to jail? You can forgive them, but you still want them to bear the consequence that comes with breaking the law. Forgiveness does not mean that you are free from consequence. For those that God loves, he chastises. Did that scripture still go over your head? Are you a bot? Because I don't know if this is computing right. Am I speaking, English, or you're not understanding? God still loves us, but he's going to chastise us. Do you understand what chastise means? This is what I mean. You can't have a debate or anything if you don't understand definitions of terms. That is a whole scripture in the Bible. Even God himself ensures that we're chastised because he loves us. But that doesn't mean you just go free from not suffering consequences from breaking the law. What are you talking about? So if she goes out and defames someone, we have anti-defamation laws here in the United States of America. Maybe you're not in this country. I don't know. If our laws don't mean anything to you, then there's no point in me moving forward with this conversation. If the scriptures in the Bible mean nothing to you, then what are we doing? Because you're going in circles, and we're not doing that. You're going to have to read the Bible, girl. That has nothing to do with the consequences for breaking the law. You can pray for people, but there's still a legal consequence to bear. The end. You don't have to hate someone if they break into your house, but you definitely want them to go to jail. Or do you not? Yes or no? Because they never answer one question flat out. Would you still want that person to go to jail if they broke into your home? If someone came and broke into your home with a weapon and committed armed robbery, would you still not want that person to go to jail? You think forgiveness means that you get away with breaking the law? Where is that in the Bible? Where is that in the Bible? Come on, Lindsay. Make it make sense. Would you still want the person to go to jail after committing armed robbery in your home? Chabu. You can't make this up. You can answer yes or no, or I'm going to just assume you're trolling. Child, this is crazy. You can pray for them. Yeah, we can pray for them, but they're going to go to jail too. You kidding me? Lindsay, yes or no? The law of the land. Would you want them to go to jail? Yes or no? Yes or no? Well, we can't get like one answer. Like yes, 3 letters, or no, 2 letters. Jail. Jail it is. Lindsay's trolling. That's all I can say. If you can't understand something simple like that, everybody's broken God's law. For those that God loves, he chastises. There is a punishment when you violate the word of God or the law of the land. When Jesus was asked, and this is my last point, because Lindsay is trolling. When Jesus was asked, my Lord, what do you think about taxes? Shout out to Eda Marie and Cold-Blooded Christian. When Jesus was asked, what did he think about taxes? He said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give to God what belongs to God. He didn't say anything about, well, everyone at some point has not paid their taxes. No, very direct and straightforward. Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give to God what belongs to God. Jesus never encouraged people to break the law. He didn't even encourage people to not pay their taxes. To the Romans, you got to read the Bible. You need to read the Bible. We are to abide by the laws. Exactly. And the laws of this land means that if you go and break into someone's house with a weapon and commit armed robbery, you're going to jail. There's a consequence for that. There's a sentencing guide for that. We have a judicial branch of government for a reason. God has allowed some human beings here on earth to go to law school or become members of law enforcement to maintain some semblance of law and order. You know, as we are to operate in decency and in order and not to be lawless and rebellious. Are you serious? Girl, you got to read the Bible, girl. I don't even know what else to tell you. There you go. Shout out to Cold-Blooded Christian. He dropped that scripture for you. I Unchained. How you doing, honey? Well, we had to stop and have a little Bible study because Lindsay is just trolling us. You trolling us, girl. If you can't define the word chastise, and somehow you think, well, you know, she just be forgiven and not have to face a federal lawsuit. No. She violated federal laws to which she could be held legally liable. The end. None of the stuff you're saying is going to matter in the court of law. Thank God. No. She's going to still be sued. Erica Kirk is going to sue her. This girl would not waste time sending out cease and desist letters if she had no intention of suing. That's the heads up you get as a courtesy. A courtesy before they drop the lawsuit. And she did not have to do that. There is no legal requirement or mandate to send somebody a cease and desist letter. And what difference does it make with Candace Owens? She's still lying. So she gets to lie incessantly with no evidence. And you say, just forgive her and get over it. But when Erica Kirk sends out cease and desist letters and Candace is catching lawsuits, all of a sudden it's hating. Yeah, okay. So you're trolling. Girl, bye.
The one thing I had to say about Drewski is that black male comedians will take any excuse to put on makeup and a wig. Any. It's an epidemic. Cat Williams clocked it, and I'm here to reiterate. You know, Drewski putting on the white face, making fun of Erica, it was so disgusting. And that was another one of those moments of it's like, okay, if you're going to come for one particular woman, why was the caption how, and if you guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look it up if you want, but this very fat, we have the same hair color, though. We have the same hairstyle, but he's like, imagine me in a fat suit and more chopped. Actually, I'm not chopped, but y'all know what I mean. Imagine me chopped, fat, and white face, and a wig. And that's Drewski. And he was going around, bouncing around, acting like he was Erica Kirk, fireworks and everything, making fun of it, which is so stupid because anybody who knows Charlie Kirk and Charlie Kirk's orbit knows that he loved pyrotechnics. But he was like, this is how conservative women in America act. It's like, if you were going to come for Erica, at her, say her name too. If you're going to mock her, say her name too. Why are y'all pussyfooting around actually talking about what it is that you really have to say that's going on here? And it's like, I am not a prude when it comes to comedy. I think for the most part, bets are off when it comes to comedy, but like, it just gets to a point. It's like you're making fun of a widow whose husband was murdered. Exactly. It's like we have to have humanity even in our comedy. I love dark humor, but it's like it's just cringe. And the thing that made me the most mad about it is, and it was particularly on Facebook where a lot of the boomers, no shade, are very gullible. There was constantly all these different viral posts of people saying that Erica Kirk had responded to it. And up until this moment, I don't think Erica Kirk ever acknowledged it. But there were probably about 10 different fake tweets I saw circulating and fake comments of people saying that it was Erica Kirk attacking Drewski about the whole whiteface thing. I highly doubt Erica Kirk, Mrs. Erica Kirk, a mother and a widow, I doubt she cared about what this overweight, white-faced, zesty comedian had to say about her. Erica Kirk is running an empire. Drewski is struggling to run from here to his kitchen because he's overweight and he's obese.
He just called Drewski zesty. Oh, I thought the same thing. I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest? I'll try my best to always be honest. I thought Drewski was gay. I always thought he was gay. I mean, I did not know he had a kid and all of that. I thought Drewski was gay. He just called Drewski zesty. Shout out to you, Gold Blooded. Thank you for dropping that scripture. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, did y'all hear that? He just called Drewski zesty. Oh, I don't know, CC. I thought he was. Is Drewski gay? Drewski, is he gay? I heard he had a baby. I was kind of shocked by that one. I thought he was gay. Oh, this is too funny. Here this boy called him zesty or something else.
And why does that matter? Why does it matter that he's obese? Because it does. Because a lot of y'all are mad that Erica Kirk has a baddie chain and you don't.
Claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on. There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country. The most unthinkable tragedies have now become commonplace in our daily headlines, and yet the media finds a way to conveniently explain away violence.
Yeah.
This is what we're up against.
Pause. That's exactly what we were talking about on Tuesday on the show, you guys. We were just talking about how the media is doing a very good job of they will frame manifestos and they will frame political violence in a way to try to justify it. They'll make it seem like, oh, you're resistance, like Hamas. They'll say, oh, this was them standing up against fascism. It's like, no, you were trying to murder people because they thought differently from you. Let's not sugarcoat it. Let's not, try to persuade anybody. Let's call it what it is. If you're going to be about it, be about it. Don't just like try to gaslight all of society because you have no tolerance for people that disagree with you. Political violence is objectively one-sided. I said what I said, changed my mind. You can't.
This is what we're up against. What is happening right now is something none of us can afford to ignore. The evil forces working to divide us, to distract us, and to pull us apart has never been stronger.
Islam.
This is a moment for Americans to come together and decide what kind of country we are going to be before we lose our country altogether.
Yeah.
In Romans chapter 12, verse 21, it says, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And this is why my husband created Turning Point USA, so we could have civil discourse and debate and open dialogue, because when we stop talking to each other, bad things happen. I am choosing to fight for America, for my children, for your children, and for our humanity, because we all need to do our part. And by the grace of God, we will succeed, and America will remain what she was always called to be, a shining city on a hill, a light to the world. So let me give you a perfect example of how it's done. My husband did it best and left us the blueprint on how to have uncomfortable conversations with those who disagree. Buckle up, everybody. Here we go.
Oh no, that was, oh my gosh, I don't want to cry. Oh, that just took me out. Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Oh no. Wow. First of all, let me lock in. How can you watch that and not understand what Charlie Kirk saw in Erica Kirk? She's beautiful, has a baddie chain. She's articulate. She's a woman of God. She's an amazing mother. She supports her husband. She understands her husband's vision and her husband's impact more than anyone. And I mean anyone, including more than some of his former business colleagues.
Thank you.
Erica Kirk, it's so clear and so obvious how much she loves Charlie and what Charlie has built. And I regret that I took this long to finally say something about the hell y'all have been giving that woman. But going forward, Mrs. Erica Kirk, call me.
Okay.
I will curse these people out for you. I will. If you need me to come for anybody's lace front, I will. If you want me to clock that some of these women have gay husbands, I will. If you...
Candace. Oh, that part is priceless. If you want me to clock some of these women that have gay husbands, I will. Oh, I am all for that. Candace, George is not going to be able to hide this for too much longer. Wasn't that Xavier? Oh, honey, you have no idea the hope you've put in all of us. Can you please start with that? Candace, you remember those accusations that came from another grown man about your husband trying to essay him? And you ignored it. And George never talks at all, except on your show. You remember that, Candace? When you ignored those essay allegations? Yeah. Xavier said, Erica Kirk, let me know if you want me to clock some of these women whose husbands are gay. Candace, you're number one on that list, girl. And honestly, if you think about it, he could probably clock some of these husbands whose wives are gay too. Candace, who is Samantha?
Want me to read your ops for
Oh.
filth while you're handling business? Your team has my number. We text all the time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just make sure I saw it. And I'm on it. Dragging these wenches.
Okay, see.
And putting my foot on their necks respectfully.
Yep.
And I'll do it for you, and I will do it for Charlie Kirk. Cousins, thank you for tuning in for this episode of Respectfully. Please give Erica Kirk her due, give her flowers. And before you try to spread propaganda, first of all, do your research, look into it, look into these allegations against her, and you will see how easily debunked most of them are. If you took the type of things that they were saying about her to a courtroom, they would laugh you out of the room.
Okay.
Think about that. Think about her situation. Put yourself in her shoes for a second, and not just, oh, your husband died, you should be doing X, Y, and Z. So much bigger than that. It's so much more grand than that. She has so much on her plate. You can't expect her to act normal when nothing about her situation is normal. And even that being said, what is it exactly that she has done that's abnormal? Because a lot of y'all are taking the bait, and a lot of y'all are acting like she's acting erratic. And again, I understand there's so much propaganda out there. There was a brief sliver of a moment I started to question too. I'm like, okay, what's actually going on here? And then I opened my eyes and I realized, oh, this is all propaganda. And it's propaganda to the point where I just know there is some entity that's involved. Everything in my gut and in my spirit tells me that there is somebody funding the hatred and the disdain and the propaganda that's against Erica Kirk, because really this woman has done nothing crazy. Nothing within context is that abnormal that she has ever said or done. So leave this woman alone. And Erica Kirk, we love you here at PragerU. Cousins, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you.
Y'all, this all Xavier. Oh, this was so good. So good. I see you, Sifa. We'll catch that video in tomorrow's episode. We got Eda Marie up in here, y'all, and we're going to end it out on this one. Cease and desist, Lady Luck Club. Eda Marie, we're here for it. So for those who don't know, Eda Marie is a fantastic content creator. And we reacted to another video she did on Cease and Desist. It was like 20 minutes of just blissful happiness. When I say I laughed so hard, I had to stand up. Like I had to catch my breath, had to stand up. You know, you laugh so hard when you got to go to the bathroom, you got to catch your breath all at the same time while trying not to pass out. Like it was that hard. Yeah, I was literally trying to breathe and not hit the floor. Oh my goodness. I think, man, when I say Eda Marie, girl, you have struck gold with these segments. It's like, think of the most hilarious segment of Mad TV or In Living Color, and then put those two together. That's what that episode was. Just pure happiness. And it was absolutely hilarious. So make sure you guys go check out Eda Marie. Show her some love. And Eda Marie, keep it coming, girl. Keep it coming. We do plan on having a collab, hopefully on Saturday. Girl, let me know what time you're ready, and we will be ready. Yes. All right. In Living Color, Mad TV. Oh, my God. All the shows that we grew up watching that we loved, knew we could get a good laugh from, that were absolutely hilarious. And those skit-based shows like that. Oh, I miss those so much. I miss them. I even enjoyed Key and Peele. I just miss those types of, those skit play type shows like that. It's hard to see that now. Oh my God. Yes, girl, Saturday. Yes. Girl, let me know what time, honey. We look, morning, afternoon, let me know when you're ready. And even just if it's not skit based, it's like still has just a form of just pure comedy that's natural and free flow and realistic. Oh my goodness. Honey, I am so excited. So let's get to this, and then we will end it out the show with this episode. You all, I haven't seen it yet. I have been waiting for our show tonight to check out this episode, this video. Show Edie Marie some love. Let's get to it. Hit the phone when you can hear. Oh.
And slide. Hold down and slide.
Things have gotten out of hand. Now I can
Girl, baby, get out of my way. Harold.
You need not buy anything from her website.
I didn't take any fashion advice from you. And maybe you wouldn't have gotten a black eye if you hadn't been so close to me.
I was 4 feet
How about
away.
that? I told you to back it on up. I said don't come close to me when I'm in my top. Okay, I don't have to explain myself. It's like
Well, I'm really decapitated and Jethro and Boom got them started on the dogs. Everyone in this house is under attack from that top.
This message goes out to the Lady Luck Club. Well, you've been having a good go of it, talking about the lawsuit brought about by Brian Hopperly. Brian Hopperly, you don't know nothing about what Candace has been saying. This is defamation at its finest. Harold, if you could get Jethro and Boone out of here, they're grounding again. This top I got for a
They've been hit in the face 3 times each.
and you know that we're putting on production.
Yeah. Oh, this curtain rod is gone. Oh man. Candace. This is moo-moos look like to us. Girl. Oh my God. I told you I recognize talent when I see it. Oh, girl, keep it coming. Look at this curtain. She got the whole rod and still in it.
I know.
I don't have to explain myself to you. I thought I told you to get my hand in the Oh my.
Baby. Things have gotten out of hand.
And Lady Love Club. Always talking, talk. But are you saying anything? I do not think you are. I do not think that you were saying anything of importance. Not of importance, no. You know, nothing. I didn't introduce myself. You can refer to me as Candace Biker Babe 7000. You need to know my I speak on behalf of the Coalition of the Candies, Third Eye Blind, Allergic Blind. We are allergic to you.
Uh-oh.
To you. And others like you. Chicken on the Ride, Bronson, Cinema Shogun, Jay Witt, Jay Fathom. And of course, Gary from Paratactic.
What are they, baby? Are you having a stroke? I don't understand.
I'm not. You know
what
what,
is
Harold? No, I'm not
happening.
having a stroke. Thank you. I think you should know my mannerisms by
Oh
now.
my
When I am
gosh.
impassioned, I make.
Well, I just love Harold. Yo, Harold's so sweet. Ain't he? How dare you not treat Harold with all the love he deserves? What a dog said. He said the dogs got hit 3 times already. His dog's named Jethro. Girl. Oh, good God, I can't breathe. Girl, oh. See, this is what happens when I don't watch it before I actually record myself. Oh, yeah, okay. Gary from Paramount Tactic.
What are they, baby? Are you having a stroke? I don't
I'm not.
understand.
You know
What
what,
is
Harold? No, I'm not
happening?
having a stroke. Thank you. I think you should know my mannerisms by
Oh
now.
my
When I am
gosh.
impassioned, I make little
Baby.
noises to let people know for emphasis
Okay.
that I am impassioned.
Okay.
Like Lady Love
You're
Club.
literally scratching the paint off the cabinets.
Caucasian.
Woo, child.
Corporation. Lady Luck Club. Anyway, cut.
Oh, good. Now the microwave is dented. That's
Where
good.
do you think you get off?
That is very.
Harold, I asked you to
Yes.
just go out of here. And Boone, but Boone, where's Boone? Where's Boone?
Boone is
Jethro with
a
Boone.
safe place.
And then they'll both
Okay,
go out of
he's
here.
in a safe place for now and there talk.
Anyway. What was I saying? Where do you get off? Seeking speaking angel. You have a little chocolate flower. And you.
Baby, are you gonna cry again
Yes,
over this?
Harold.
Oh, y'all, we need an image of Candace as a little chocolate flower. oh man. Can we get an image of Grimace Yeasty Candace as a little chocolate flower? Oh, Lord have mercy, the poor dog. He said the dog is safe in a safe place. Oh, man.
Seeking speaking angel. Little chocolate flower. And you.
Baby, are you gonna cry again over this?
Yes, Harold. I am
Are you
getting
gonna cry
emotional.
again over this? Use the tools, okay? 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? The tools that you should
We're reminding me about the tools from anger management. I already know what is bothering me.
Okay.
Can we
I'm
like,
sorry. I know, baby. You're going through it. You're going through a lot. I know. It's been very hard. Okay.
Shame. Candace has never defined no one. She never accused Erica.
She purposely brought Mitch Snow on there to defame
Nobody else has the nerve to ask.
She purposely brought Miss Snow on there. Y'all. Oh my God. When I say I'm gonna sleep good tonight, oh, I'm gonna be so tired. Oh, good grief. Oh, girl. Oh, when I say you struck comedy gold, girl, this is it.
Candace has never defined no one. She never accused Erica.
She purposely brought Mitch Snow on there to defame
Nobody else has the nerve to
and
ask.
Erica Kirk. Oh my baby. In the
Harold.
tunnels, in the tunnels.
I said, do you not mention Mitch Snow? Or the Egyptian plains? Or the tunnels?
Honey,
Talking about none of
Girl. Oh, this is so good. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Y'all, I'm trying to breathe. I'm crying right now, man. Show your love for Eda Marie in the chat. Oh, good grief, girl. Oh, that's it. Oh, girl. Saturday. I don't know. We gotta establish a time right now. Are you free 12 noon Eastern Standard Time? Let me know, girl. Oh, child, we will be collabing together on Saturday. Let me know if you're available at 12 or 1, whatever, girl. Oh, Jesus Christ. When I say this is hilarious. Oh, there we go. Y'all, I'm going to schedule the live for Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Lady Luck Club, cease and desist. Eda Marie. The Candy Lane Biker Babe 7000. Will be on our show. We are here for it. Girl, keep this coming. This is, oh, you took the words out of my mouth, Connor. Funnier than Saturday Night Live. You understand me? sometimes it's just the simplicity of it all that makes it so comical, and it's just so natural. Harold is such a sweetheart. He said, "You part bitch no one there." You gotta tell us where the dog at, okay? No dogs were harmed in the filming of this video, and Harold's fine. This is so funny. Oh my God. Oh, you made me that? That's gonna be our thumbnail for Saturday, girl. Edie Marie, you are awesome, honey. Shout out to you. Make sure you guys go check her out and on her channel. Please, dear Lord. Cold-blooded Christian was in the chat as well. We got Kogo and Miss Kogo, S-Files, all of the fantastic content creators. The content creators we checked out today, Xavier. Please make sure Chicks on the Right. Make sure you guys go check them out. Show your love and support. Oh, let's get the supers in right quick. And then we're going to head out. And Edie Marie is going to be with us on Saturday, 12 noon. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Oh, my goodness. Job for 9. Thank you so much for the $5 super. A tip for your hard work and for the link. Thank you. Tiara? Is it Tiara? Tiara? I'm so sorry if I'm messing your name up. Thank you so much for the 5. For your laughter. It's so enlightening. I appreciate that. Y'all listen. You got to work with what God gave you. God gave me this laugh. You know God got to have a sense of humor. He made me. And Edie Marie and all the fantastic comedians out there. Chat, girl, you are funny. Naturally funny. Keep it coming. Oh my good God in heaven. Thank you so much for the $5 super. Make sure you guys go check out all the content creators that was in the chat. Cold-blooded Christian, Edie Marie, as well as Xavier, Chicks on the Right. Cold-blooded Christian dropped our scripture here, Matthew 22:21. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Give to God what belongs to God. Amen. Jacqueline, thank you for the $4.99. I heard there's a new investigation to the platform CEO because she's broken every YouTube rule, but it has never been banned, etc. I wonder if it's true. I hope it is. YouTube get on us and don't even allow us the opportunity to defend ourselves before taking down a video or two. I'm going to go live on Umar in like 5 minutes. 2 videos that I had from a copyright strike removed, they put back up today. YouTube does this. They'll hit every other content creator when someone files a copyright strike, even if they're just weaponizing copyright strikes, and they won't give us the opportunity to counter that before they take our videos down. They just take them down like they're taking the person's word for it. And then we have to wait 10 business days after we file a counter just for YouTube to put it back if the person does not sue us. Can you believe it? Now, you would think they would hold Candace to the fire and make her follow community guidelines, but she doesn't. So, you know, I hope that's the case because it's enough of this. Plus, she get hit with federal lawsuits. So she should want to stop herself, but whatever. Candace, all we're going to do is keep recording everything, okay? Shout out to Miss Kogo. That is the YouTube channel link for Kogo as well. Make sure you guys go and support the fantastic mods here in the LLC. They have their own channels and content as well. Very talented content creators up in this chat tonight. And I am very honored to have all of you here tuning in and checking me out. I'm on cloud now right now. Oh, Edie Marie. Here is the YouTube channel link for Xavier. Thank you, Juju. Make sure you guys go support him and check out his other content. This is my first time watching any of his videos, so I enjoyed it. Especially where he called Drewski zesty and said he would definitely out any woman's husband this game. Candace. George is up. Thank you, Tina Marie, for the $5 super. Not much, sorry, just a little thanks for the last. Listen here. I bless God for even a dollar. All of it counts and it goes back towards the expenses of the channel. And it's just an absolute blessing. I want y'all to make sure y'all hitting that like button and hyping up these videos at the conclusion of the live stream. Make sure you hit that hype button and hype it up so they stay in that algorithm. And all of you guys can get some support your way in your channels as well. And thank you, Miss Coco, for the $2 super. The dogs are hiding with Buster. Yeah. Marware, we're waiting on Buster. We're not playing with you. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tomorrow we will go live. We will go over some information that No Reply has been doing his diligent research on. And we're going to also cover the federal lawsuit that Candace is named as a co-defendant in Florida for Pump and Dump Let's Go Brandon meme coin scheme. And then, of course, we'll check out a couple more other videos as well. And if you guys can join me in the next live or Umar Johnson, if not, I will see you all tomorrow in the next one. Until then, you guys are awesome. Hit that like button and Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.